Hello and welcome to what my calling is. This is a random vibe check to see what, the universe, a higher power, or, the divine, or whatever you would like to call it, what they have to remind us right now with a little higher power message, a reminder of the true meaning of why we're here. And these are not specifically predictions, but they are what we're kind of feeling as a collective and what we need as a reminder just to tap into that higher consciousness, Yeah, so this is the third random vibe check I'm doing with y'all. And these are the most positive deck of cards I've ever used in my life. I would recommend to go check out the other vibe checks. And yeah, we are down to 50 cards. We started out 52. And yes, you know what I realized? You actually know the title. You actually know the theme of this vibe check before me. Because I know I put it in the title, but I have no idea what card I'm going to pick. I have no idea what the title of this video is going to be, like what the theme is going to be. So whatever brought you here, I'm so grateful. Let's get to it. And I never edit my videos, so please excuse my little, hiccups here and there. All right, we have these 50 cards. Let's go. And like I said before, I'm just gonna close my eyes. I painted little animals on the back of these cards. And vibe check number 2 didn't include talking about the animal. I think it was a whale. Okay, I never show y'all that I'm shuffling. Like my eyes are closed and I know this is not the best way to shuffle. Oh, I just dropped a bunch. Well, I guess those cards are not in it for today. Yeah, let's go. Okay. It's a bunny. Last time it was a whale and we didn't really talk about it. That has nothing to do with this. We just like connecting to little bunnies, okay? Little bunnies around the world. And before I read the card, I did kind of peek at the tile already. I will zoom in so y'all can pause on the card and read it for yourself. Oh. And like I said, I really do these for myself. I haven't done this in a very long time. And I just started with you guys a few weeks ago. And yeah, I've been going through it, okay? I've been going through it and it is hard to stay positive sometimes. Positivity is the theme of today's video. Oh, I don't even read the card yet, but this week has been really, really tough for me, but I do feel divine protection, and let's just get into it. Okay, this message is for all of us, positivity. If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. Like, that was a reality check. Like, we understand that there are hard times. There are hard times. That is what living is. But trying to keep so positive during these hard times. If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. One thing to be grateful for, to the light with a capital L. Restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. Well, We will dive more into positivity coming up. This is the first tool out of 3. I'm just like, I guess like sulking or like melancholy. Like, this is the last video of 2024, but whenever you're watching this, it's relevant. You know, this is the divine advice about positivity that we're getting here. And just like, I already said this, but like sometimes it's so hard, but like visualization and the law of assumption, you just have to keep that. You just have to keep that. So let's get into my second tool. It is the secret daily teachings. You can go check out this secret movie. You should read this secret book. It is a great intro to the law of attraction and yeah, just a very high level intro to the law of attraction just to get you into the mindset. But this is not the book. This is the daily teachings. And I go through one page with you guys, which is basically one quote. And hopefully it has to do with positivity. Usually we can make a connection, but let's see. So last time we read page 70, we are now on page 71. And as I recall and as I see now, unlike last time, it is a long one. It is a long one. So if you would like to pause, of course I'm going to read it with you guys. But if you would like to pause and read it, and I can only hope that it's actually focusing for y'all. I can only hope. And if it didn't, I will of course read it with you. And here we go. I'm so sorry. I can't wait till like spring and summer where I don't have like a little, you know, thing in my throat where I can talk smoothly. But I appreciate y'all and y'all's patience, okay? So here we go. To understand how you might be thinking thoughts without realizing it, stop right now, close your eyes, and do not think a single thought for 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and just do that. That's so hard because even like 10 seconds, like in my head, I'm counting 10 seconds and I'm thinking about the camera and I'm thinking about who's looking at me and I'm thinking about the book in my hand. Like that is so difficult. I'll start from the top. Okay, to understand how you might be thinking thoughts without realizing it, stop right now, close your eyes, and do not think a single thought for 10 seconds. If thoughts came even though you decided to stop them, you know thoughts are happening in your life without your knowledge of them. If your mind will not obey you and stop for 10 seconds, can you imagine the amount of thoughts that are being produced in one day? You can change this and master your mind. All it takes is practicing the process of not thinking a thought for 10 seconds. In a short amount of time, in a short amount of time, you will be able to stop all thoughts for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and so on until you are the one who decides whether you will think a thought or not. The peace that comes when you are the master of your mind is indescribable. And along with that, you will also be the master of the law of attraction. Imagine that. It says, imagine that. Oh my God, if that doesn't have everything to do with positivity, welcome to today's combo. I love showing y'all the combos that we get. Okay? If that doesn't have everything to do with what I've been struggling with, okay? To become the master of what you are thinking. That practice was actually crazy, just to like literally stop and try not to think about anything for 10 seconds. And that's why I love meditating. And I do meditations with y'all to get into that void, to detach completely from everything that defines you, your name, your job, your relationship, your family, whatever it is, your home, to completely detach. It is so hard to not think about anything for even 10 seconds. So imagine how hard it is to just even get into that spot of positivity if it's not already hardwired in you, because your brain is always thinking. It is always thinking and basically always creating, always manifesting, always sending out energy into this world, to other people, to this universe. It's literally not stopping, and it's never going to stop. And who knows if it stops at our last breath? Who knows where that energy actually goes, you know? Because it's not our brain that's thinking, it's literally our soul. It's who we are on the inside. Our brain is just like the tool. It's just like, oh my God. So yeah, that was the daily teaching, our second tool that I love to use in these divine higher power messages. And I actually can't wait to practice those mini meditations of not thinking about anything for 10 seconds, see if I can even get there. Then 15, then 20, then 30, then a minute of being in the void, a minute of being in that bridge to the quantum field, getting to literally master your own thoughts. Well, that was the first and second tool. And I just can't wait to rewatch this video myself and keep reminding myself about training my brain. Okay, so we are on to our third tool, which, yes, we are in the age of AI, and there are amazing AIs, and there are AIs that, can do too much. I did not ask for. And there are cool AIs that like are educational and have a lot of boundaries set and get their information from actual books and scholars who are constantly working with developers to make sure correct information is coming out. And one of those AIs, I kind of sound like an advertisement. They don't sponsor me, but if they would ever like to sponsor me, please go ahead. This AI that I'm about to use with y'all is called Akil, and it is developed by Carnegie Mellon and MIT. Those are the developers, and the main scholars who put in work into the information come from Al-Azhar University, which I believe it's in Turkey. I'm so sorry if it's not. And IKIM, which is in Malaysia, and a bunch of other great organizations that put in work into this AI that have really strict boundaries. And if you don't know yet, I am an aspiring mystic. Maybe I am a mystic, who knows? I'm probably not a life coach because I'm still trying to get my life together. I do know the secrets and tools of probably manifesting everything you want because I've done it before. But I would love to use this AI with you to dive into mysticism. And I am a bit religious, and there are very different parts and sects and groups in my religion. And way up there are called Sufis, who are basically mystics. And I'm sure you've heard of Rumi, and I brought him up, and I bring him up almost every time. But he's also had some amazing mentors and people he looks up to who are also great mystics, and they are Sufis, and sometimes their poetry or their writings get confused for romance, but it's really being in love with the divine and being in love with the higher power and kind of giving up the self because they are in love with God. And I just love learning from that perspective. And I feel kind of I'm on this learning journey because the last video I pronounced one of the females' names kind of wrong at the end of the video because I wasn't educated on her. And as soon as I was done recording that video, I literally looked her up, and she is such an amazing person who influenced Rumi. And I just felt like, how did I not know about her before? And I kind of felt bad, like not really saying her name right. And I believe that was Rabia al Adawiya. And I'm still learning about her. And she's a mystic, and her mindset is so amazing. And I wonder if she'll come up today. But I am just blabbering on about, oh, one day being a mystic and one day truly being connected to the divine. I do believe that a higher power and angels are all around us right now. And there is a reason why I'm here making this with you, because I need the reminder. We all need the reminder. And yeah, it is not meant to be a religious video, because these, mysticism is applied in almost every religion, So take it as you want. But this can be applied to anybody if you believe in God or not. But you have to believe in the power of the universe. You have to believe in higher power. You have to believe that you are in charge of your own life, that you have a whole team of higher power forces helping you, okay? So let's just get into it. And I ask this I ask this AI the same thing every time. And it is, of course, gonna freeze on me. Why not? Why not embarrass me while I'm recording? Yeah, I guess you can take this time to not think about anything for 10 seconds. Come on. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this can't be happening right now. This just can't be happening right now. It's literally like, oh Lord, make this happen for a reason. I told people I don't want to edit my videos. I believe it is going to work. I believe it is going to work. We are here. We are here. We are here, and it is working. Okay, here we go. Right into it. Tell me about positivity from the perspective of a mystic and or a Sufi. Y'all, I'm so sorry about that. I'm contemplating whether I should edit that or not. But maybe you took the time to not think about anything. Okay, here we go. And yeah, it basically, we have talked about a lot of these already in the past videos, because it is what it is. Like, mysticism is pretty simple once you understand it. So let's just get into it, okay? Positivity from the perspective of Sufism and mysticism transcends mere optimism and delves into a deeper spiritual alignment with the divine. Below are some central principles of illustrating this perspective. Number 1, trust in God. Sufis emphasize trust in God, or complete reliance on God. Positivity in this sense emerges from the realization that God's wisdom governs all aspects of life, and every event unfolds according to his plan. The state of trust leads to peace of mind, where a person remains hopeful even in adversity, understanding that challenges are opportunities for spiritual growth. Example: Rumi often illustrated this principle in his poetry, reminding individuals to see the hidden blessings in tribulations. Oh, just personally, like I said, I've been struggling, but if I wasn't struggling, I wouldn't have pushed myself to come onto this channel. Like, I am actually disappointed in myself. Why have I waited this long to get here? But that is probably the brightest light through everything I'm going through right now. And I'm grateful for that. Number 2, gratitude. Gratitude forms a cornerstone for Sufi spirituality. By recognizing God's blessings in every moment, one cultivates a heart filled with positivity. A Sufi might engage in dhikr, which is an Arabic word, which means remembrance of God, as an act of gratitude, focusing on countless gifts, both apparent and hidden, bestowed by God. And here's a verse from the Holy Book, and it says, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor." Yeah. So basically, what they're talking about, dhikr, which is the remembrance of God, is basically a Sufi's version of affirmations, like affirming exactly how you feel is so important, and sometimes it's tiring. That's why visualization is so powerful, because you can do it for a little bit in the day and it carries out in your subconscious. But yeah, just being in that state of positivity does require some manual work, which requires us to affirm, you know. And yeah, you just have to be grateful. You have to be grateful. And that's like the biggest piece of positivity, is being grateful for what is already literally protecting you right now, literally there for you right now. The littlest things that are there for you right now. And when you're grateful, the universe just keeps pouring to you. That's what that verse from the Holy Book was mentioning, you know? If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. Oh, and I'm not saying it's not easy. I'm not saying it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, you know? But I mentioned this in the video before. Even if you're in a space of negativity, you kind of are delulu and lie to yourself. And even through negativity, you can still create instead of destroy. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, number 3. This is interesting. Good opinion of God. Sufis maintain good opinion of God, Sufis maintain a good opinion of God, believing that he only wills what is best for his creation. This conviction fosters a positive outlook even during hardships. Oh, wow. Yeah. It is hard. Sometimes you getting mad at God is crazy. Like, why would you even go there? But sometimes it happens. It's like, why would you put me through this? You, the highest power, know what's in my heart. Why would you put me through this? But Sufis maintain a good opinion of God, believing that he only wills what is best for his creation. This conviction fosters a positive outlook even during hardship. This idea aligns with the prophetic tradition. I am as my servant expects me to be. I am as my servant expects me to be. Imagine the highest and higher power saying that to you. I am what you expect me to be. If you expect me to be something that is bad, you're literally manifesting that in your life. If you expect me to be something that is pouring favors and blessings and anything you need, money, health, love. Oh, I believe the higher power is doing that for me in whatever way that is molding me into literally my best self. Okay, number 4, awareness of God. Sufi practice deep contemplation, fostering mindfulness of God's presence. This awareness imbues life with meaning and helps to transcend negative emotions, anchoring the individual in positivity derived from divine proximity. Oh my gosh, this is why I love meditation, okay? Like, I wish I could do it all day. I wish I could do it all day. When you get into the void, when you get into the quantum field, when you get into the 5D where unconditional love resides, unconditional love in the highest form that you ever could imagine, and you feel close to the divine, and you just sit there in contemplation. Oh my God, I wish I could be there all day, all day. But we have to get back into the 3D. Yeah. I'm sorry if I mispronounced this name, but this is an example. Al-Ghazali emphasized that the constant awareness of God enables one to see beauty and purpose in all occurrences. And number 5, contentment. Contentment is the acceptance of God's decree without complaint. Sufis teach that true positivity arises not from external circumstances, but from internal contentment with God's will. Oh, yay! We get an example from the girl I talked about that I didn't know her last time, but I know about you now, okay? Illustration for number 5, contentment. The mystic Rabia al-Adawiya famously declared her love for God as independent of any material blessing, deriving positivity purely from her spiritual connection. And I recommend you look her up. She is on another level. Like, she literally gave up men because she wanted to devote her life to the divine. Like, she did not see the point in men, you know? I mean, I don't want to get to that point. I don't know. I don't know right now in this point in my life, but I definitely see where she's coming from. Definitely see where she's coming from, and she has so many other amazing quotes, and like, she definitely influenced Rumi a lot. Yeah, so here's a quick conclusion, which is very interesting just by seeing the title. Contrast with secular positivity. Like I said, Sufis are from a religion. And yeah, so in contrast with secular positivity, secular views on positivity often emphasize self empowerment and material success, while the Sufi approach roots positivity in spiritual surrender and the metaphysical understanding of existence. While the Sufi approach roots positivity in spiritual surrender and the metaphysical understanding of existence. A Sufi's positivity is not conditional on outcomes, but thrives on continual relationship with God. What aspect of Sufi teachings would you like to explore further? Oh God, that was a lot. And I'm sorry I feel like I hear a neighbor like yelling. It's kind of freaking me out, but yes, I just can't wait to rewatch this video and get into the positive mindset. And yeah, I'm just grateful for this opportunity to keep reminding myself and share this moment with you all. And yeah, I will see you in my Wednesday meditation. And the next meditation is going to be amazing. It's going to be something to hold us up for all of 2025. And I just couldn't be more grateful for this opportunity with y'all. And I just feel like this channel is growing to almost exactly what I want it to be. And the pace is amazing. And thank you so much for subscribing. And go ahead and check out any of my links below. And I hope today's message helped you in any way whatsoever. If it did, let me know in the comments below. And I hope to connect with you and see you all soon in the next videos. Bye!